Well, hello, my friend. Good moment here in the kingdom. It is always good. I hope you are doing well. We just did an amazing Eat the Word reading for this morning, and I hope you really have a moment to go and check it out because God was very present and it was just beautiful, and I'm still just giddy off of it. So I want you to enjoy that energy and experience it for yourself. All right, Lord. Well, here we go one more time. And I'm allowing you to take the stage again. And we're just going to tap. We're just going to tap into your frequency, honey. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's going on. The Fool in the negative. Sweetheart, I felt so good from that previous reading. And then I said, okay, let's tap into your energy and let's see what's going on. Honey, you are being overpowered. You are being overpowered. And there's just this leap of faith that needs to be taken. The surrendering energy to just say, you know what, I can't try to control this anymore because it's not really my area of control. In my area of control, I've already lost control of that. 1, 2, 3. That's why I can't control it anymore. So how can I improve the quality of my true being and begin to control my area of control? Okay, it's just like this, our little tea light here, this little light of mine, he says. Okay, it's just like this. This is the flame. This is the body. There's a shadow that's casted here. Don't forget that, because you have to take acknowledgement for all things that this power does, the inside and the outside, what we don't see. Okay, if you were seeing it from this side, there would also be a shadow on that side, but that's not the direction that this energy is going. So this is the resh of this in Psalm 119. This is the front. In the back, Psalm 119, the kuf is the inside, but it's overall one being, right? The inside is the back of it. So what's inside this here? This little tea light, it's this fluid, it's this wax, it's the yolk that is easy because it is light. Now, if this flame was not in control of this, what do you think would happen? 2, 3, 4. This is going to completely come out over here. It's going to start fires elsewhere. And it's going to try to control other things that it doesn't even really own or belong to. It's going to piss a lot of people off. It's going to burn a lot of trees down. It's going to burn a lot of bridges. Okay, let's see something else. Let's see something else here, love. Do you see that doorway? Do you see that passageway right there? Like, this is the darkness that you're surrounding yourself in. This is you, your soul right here. And you're deciding to keep yourself stuck here in the dark. But look, there's light. I can't even see it from this point of view. I can't see it from up above you omnisciently. But I see your light, and I'm honoring it. 3, 3, 3. And I want you to learn how to honor your light too. If this is you and you're looking forward, you don't see that there's light around you. You don't see that it is surrounding you, because I cannot see this here. When I look down, I don't see it directly from here to there. I see it in the reflection of you. Are you going to take the leap of faith or not? Because what's in that passageway? What's in the door? What's in the opposite side of that portal? It's the reflection of this. And everything is going to come to light. And you're going to see just how darkened you kept yourself. Just how burdened, 411, by your own shadows, your traumas, your burdens, everything that you allowed yourself to overpower your own vessel. But you have ownership of it, sweetheart. You have ownership of it. Look at this. This is just the straight path that this eternal flame gets to move forward on. It's not trying to produce anything else. It is taking care of itself. It is very capable of being self-sufficient and not allowing the heat and the power and the overreaction to overpower itself. Okay, 444 is here. Do you want to see something else that's pretty cool? We're going to change your viewpoint again once more. It's closer. You see your true self. You're meeting your true self once more in this flesh scientific test tube, and it's just a wild ride. But the closer you get, the more you see the full potential and everything that can be controlled. Is that light, that doorway, that passageway still there? Is it still there? Absolutely it is, because it belongs to you. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean that you're not presently sitting in it. Doesn't mean that you're not presently sitting in it. And if you're blocked, look at that. If your light is blocked on the inside, if you can't take that leap of faith, if you can't allow old things to be let go, because honey, there's no room in the future for the past here. When the past comes, look at that sunrise. Look at it. It's coming there to rest upon your water, your emotions, your suffering, everything that you don't talk about, everything that you overthink, everything that you allow your true potential to just accelerate more. Because as soon as this gate opens and the peace can be set, look at that. There is a clear destination where I'm supposed to go. And I'm going to see it. I'm going to be able to change my mindset. I'm going to be able to change the view and accept the light of Jesus Christ, Yehovah Elohim, Yeshua the HaMashiach. And now look, we've got a triangle of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Adam, Eve, Eve, and Adam. But you didn't know that potential was there when you got your back to it. It's still there. It's still projected. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that you're not presently sitting in it. But look at everything that's in here to fuel you anyway. You woke up this morning, didn't you? We're going to change your mindset one more, and then we're going to pull a few more cards. I believe in you. This area of control, it's so much bigger than you think. And when you lose control, all you're going to do is gain it and to be able to operate in the proper way. This is truly right here where your area of control stops. Do you see that? But this is where you keep yourself stuck in the dark when you allow your own potential to be blocked, right? If it's blocked up here, it's going to be blocked all around because your heart has been hardened. When really, the Lord just says, move forward. Let me separate land and water for you and make a straight path. Let's allow your emotions to subside from the water. Let's allow your true light to move forward, away from this suffering, the slavery of Egypt. You have all the potential to move yourself forward. 9/11. Beautiful, Lord. I love that. All right. And God says, let there be light. Whoa. I like that one. Okay. Lord, what else is here with this leap of faith? What is this power of fear? Let's see. What's the power of fear? What is this person afraid of? What are you afraid of? You know, I feel as if it's really just so simple. Like you already know what you want to do, and now it's just actually making that potential energy move forward. Lord, what's the fear here? What's the fear here? 10 of Swords in the negative. Well, here again is the front. This is the back, the inside, what we're not seeing. The true potential of where this solution can come in to move you forward in the right direction with land and water. I love it so much. This 10 of Swords here, this is 10 of 2s. This is automatically 20 wands. So how much oppression are you actually leaving yourself in within this foundation? If you've got 20 wands, that means you've got 5 wands over here, 5 wands over here, 5 wands over here, and 5 wands over here. That's all you're doing is completely continuing this mental, physical strife. And no wonder your whole entire soul is being held down and captive, enslaved here, because all you got is wands. And if your foundation's on fire, the whole house is going to burn up. But here comes this 10 of Swords. So here's 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and let's bring this up. to our own area of control. And there's 5 of Swords over here and 5 of Swords over here. Okay. How are these 5 swords going to button up each of these 10 wands? Well, 10 wands is going to divide and multiply 11, 11 back to this 5 and 2. And this 5 and 2 over here, your 5 loaves and your 2 fish of how you will truly operate when you are truly coming home to yourself. And then the suppression is going to end. You're going to be able to see clearly because it's going to be removed from you because you allowed it. And you're going to be able to sit there and say, you know what? I trumped the animals within me here. I'm able to keep my head high. I picked out my wedgie. I'm moving forward away from this island because I finally realized that the water is around the land that I'm standing on presently. Jehovah Elohim always has my back. There's the inner child healing here. And I am just focusing on faith and moving forward in my overall health. There's so much left to gain, but you continue to block yourself from the powers that be within you in your eternal flame. Okay? This is a lot of swords. Let's talk about swords for a second. These mirrors and within you, without of you, within these electrical props and everything that you are going to continue reflecting out for yourself. When you look at a sword, it's just bent a little bit, ain't it? Most of them. You know, I mean, even in this picture, it looks like they're bent. We can get the focus in there because of this bright ass light. You know, it has the breastbone, but it kind of goes like this. So when we're looking at one reflection here, 1234, there's that ascension. It's not going to be the same over here on this side. But if we just alter our mindset, if we alter our viewpoint just a little bit, we're actually going to see the one side of that sword. And this opposite appearance illusion is going to go away. But it's still there, ain't it? No matter how we move, it is still there. It all depends on where you are choosing to put your energy in towards your own area of control, the good and the bad and the good. Either way, it still has to divide from you to get you to reproduce this energy on. I love that so much. That was in the negative. And it's in the negative because your own spirit is within the negative here. So when you're allowing yourself, thank you, Lord, for that text, so that confirmation can come in to confirm this. He's very happy about this thought. Honey, just letting go and allowing yourself to say, you know what? I'm going to jump. I'm going to surrender. I don't know how, but I will. He's going to remove everything from you. Luke 12:49 speaks about that 5 and 1 in each family. The 2 against 3 and the 3 against 2. To operate within those 5s, your Hierophant energy, but to also reproduce on within that own self-love. Because that love has to come through self first, right? This 10 here is so beautiful because it's really just going to clear everything that's not meant for you, to remove it from you. And Luke 12:49 is titled that as well. Not peace, but division. The Lord is dividing you from whatever doesn't make you peaceful. And the easier that you allow it, the more that you give him permission, the more that you say, you know what? I know I'm stuck, but I'm going to be set free. I'm going to be found. I'm going to be rescued. I have Jehovah Elohim above me and so below me because I have the energy within to be as within and so without. That'll be freed. The peace will come because who brings the peace? Who brings the peace from the inside out? I love that so much. Thank you, Yeshua, for making yourself present here as well. All right, moving forward. Now we're going to look at the Kuf, the inside, the back, what we have always taken acknowledgement for, but we just have not known what it is. I want to teach you a little something because there's a lot of anxiety in this card. And when we have too much anxiety to overrun our true power, our true potential, we're not going to be able to be moving forward, right? So for those of us who know tarot, those of us who know the journey, those of us who are still learning, what is this card? We don't know. We could take a wild guess, but there is 76 other cards here, 76-2 ratio that it could be. We can't make any assumptions. We have no idea. It's just the back of the card. It could be another major arcana here because the Fool has already come out, and this has to work 2 by 2, right? And if this has to work 2 by 2, then we could either have the Magician here, we could have the High Priestess here, we could have 8 of Swords here, we could have 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, because it's already there, so that would mean 2 by 2 again. We could have a Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. On the opposite spectrum of this, we could also have 10 of Pentacles, which would also bring in 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 2 by 2, or the opposite paradigm, the opposite reflection, the opposite acknowledgement of the inside would be then 11 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. On the opposite of that is the World and Judgment. There's a whole bunch of assumptions that we could make, but we don't know until we actually get the fact. So how come you're creating all of this anxiety for something that you just don't know? You can't control it. You can only control this. And you're trying to control this because you've lost control of this, because you've lost control of yourself. There's a huge opportunity here to just let it all go. You're too busy holding on to the offenses to be able to set yourself free. And this is the inside. This is what you're blocking yourself from. This is your true potential. Do you want to see what it is? Because it's been here this whole time. Lord's already projected it for you. I'm wanting to see what it is. I definitely want to see what it is, because anytime that God wants to give me an opportunity to learn about myself, I'm going to take it. If he's going to leave that door open, I'm shooting my shot. Let's see. That 10 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Shut up, Lord. I love it. I love this so much. We did speak about 2 by 2, right? Well, that Swords to that Pentacles is still there. So thank you, Lord, for being truthful and consistent, because 2 by 2 from Swords is going to be the Force. 2 by 2 is the 4. So the Swords is turning into the Pentacles, the word, the potential energy that you have gained from this experience. Now on the back side of that, but it's really the front because it's the masculine energy here to meet this Empress energy within these portals, we're going to have the Swords to the Wands over here and the Pentacles to the Cups. So do you see where you are presently stuck at is your own ego and how you feel about yourself? But once you set the truth free, it's going to divide from you. Those 5 of Wands are going to ascend, and they're going to build up into those 5 of 2s, into those 5 of 3s, because it would have to. They're right here for us. This broken heart, everything that the world has failed you on, because you have failed yourself, sweetheart. You have allowed yourself to run in this victim mentality, and then you stayed with it because you've completely stalled your overall true heart and the true heartbeat that the Lord wants to give you here. 10 divided by 2 as well. We've been talking about that 5 and 1 and that 5 and 1, 5 and 1 within masculine, 5 and 1 within feminine. Your 5 loaves and your 2 fish. Well, you have 5 of 4s right here. So your 5 of 4s is reflecting what? Those 5 of Wands. We've already talked about that. If there's 20 Wands. So do you see how this spiritual math has just shown me that as soon as you unblock your old self, your old ways, how you're not truly happy to begin with, when you set yourself free from your own behaviors, look what's going to happen. You're going to be removed from the anxiety. You're going to have a whole new quality of life and fresh air, and that wedgie is going to come out of your butt, and you're going to be able to move forward from the inside out. If we're going to be able to transmute this energy and look at the positive as well as the negativity that we're stuck in here, 5 of 4s, honey, that's 20 Pentacles. That's 20 Pentacles. That's the King and the Queen all together, plus 5 to 6 more. That 11, that Page of Pentacles, that inner child within you and your potential, the inner boy and the inner girl, because of your 5 loaves and your 2 fish. It is so absolutely beautiful, the potential that I see in you. I literally see your wings just spreading on the inside out, and you will be set free. And when you are set free, honey, you are set free indeed. That experience is the most wild roller coaster that you will ever, ever, ever go on. And I hope that you decide to enjoy it, because once your solid foundation is built in the proper numbers that have been prescribed for you, you will have nothing left negative to even be fearful of. You will be able to start accepting the sugar, not expecting it to be salt. I love that so much. Do you want to move on? Let's move on. Lord, let's clarify this Fool card. Let's move from this past to present energy. We've got the past up here. We've already called that out. This is our present energy and where we're stuck in these 5s and these 10s. Our Hierophant energy isn't being honored correctly. So then my wheel of 4 tunes, my inner boys and my inner girls, all the way from this King of Wands, Queen of Wands to this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, right? Because it's here, we have to take acknowledgement for it. If the Pentacles is here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is automatically there and we have to account for it. The Wands, the Swords, the Cups, and the Pentacles. The boo-boos, the truth, that's the love and healing, and then the worth that you got from it, okay? If the Swords is here, then we have to take consideration for extra Wands and extra Swords as well. So do you see how those low vibes continue to recircle back if you don't set yourself free? So what happens? Let's see this future energy when you set yourself free, when you are finally deciding to be the alpha to your own omega and no longer holding yourself back in these human tendencies of this victimization, not allowing yourself to be the victim, to be able to sit there and say, you know what? For the first time in my life, I have a choice. I never realized that I had a choice before, and it's beautiful. Okay, Lord, let's do this here. Let's clarify the Fool here. Let's see. Are you ready? 9 of Swords. You are kidding me, Lord. I love it. Well, look at this. I mean, he's being truthful and consistent, isn't he? We said if that 10 of Swords is here, then that 9 to that 8 of Swords would have to be there 2 by 2. But look what's happening is as soon as you decide to take the movement forward within your heart and within your mind, because both of them have to work together to be balanced, okay? What's going to happen is it's going to descend because it's reproducing over and over and over. So it has to ascend up Jacob's ladder and come back down Jacob's ladder for this to work. This 10 to 9 is already happening. 20 to 11. Shut up, Lord. Look at this reflections here. He's already showing you, look, I'm already helping you. You are at a massive mental anxiety breakdown right now, but let's just move this forward a little bit. But it's really taking it back. He's moving it with this positive sun action through this solar plexus chakra, because that's finally what's going to activate your heart to move towards your throat, to move towards your third eye, to move towards your crown. You will be set free on the inside to be set free on the outside. And this anxiety is already decreasing as soon as you decide to rip off the spiritual band-aid, honey. I love it. Lord, let's look at this opposite reflection of this part of this pyramid here. Let's do this 10 of Swords to 9 of Swords here. I love this so much. If the 9 of Swords is here, then we automatically have to bring in that 8 of Swords and that 7 of Swords. So you're finally starting to be able to think clearly, to understand what's going to serve you, what's not going to serve you, to how to not operate, honey, because your brain is going to repeat everything that you give it to. And if you continue to repeat anxiety, it's just going to continue to repeat anxiety for you. And then your brain is going to overshort itself and you're not going to be able to operate at any given point. I love that. All right, Lord, let's do this 10 of Swords to 9 of Swords, and just being able to free themselves from this anxiety and to get on the same page with their true source here, their inner being. The Empress in the negative. Shut up, Lord. I love this so much for so many reasons. We talked about that Magician and the High Priestess to bring in that Empress. So 1 to 3 is right here. And I love that so much because within the air here, that's also reconfirming Luke 12:49, not peace but division. The 2 against 3 and the 3 against 2 in a bigger spectrum. However, we also have that 10. He took 1 away. He said, nope, I'm going to take that Ace of Swords and you're going to see the truth. That spiritual backbone is going to come and light your soul up. And that's why you're going to be able to pick that wedgie out and move forward. Now he's ascending you as he's descending you to the 9. And honey, the 9 is just 333 over and over and over because it's divisible by itself to reproduce this energy on within this inner portal of your whole heart here. And if the Empress is around, sweetheart, so is that Emperor. So is that Emperor. I love it. Oh my gosh. See, now look at, as you're being set free and this 10 goes to this 9, which is really just rooted back to the 3 here. This Hermit continues to look for his bridegroom and the Empress here. So then it can move on and make this wheel turn within the Justice. And then the death energy and the suffering, right? To move you away from that and setting you free, to rip away what doesn't make you peaceful, to divide you from it. So now we have this spectrum here, and now we have this reflection here. Well, this energy has to return itself over. It has to reflect on the opposite direction. So now we're going to go back, and this is going to be this feminine energy. This masculine fish, this masculine loaves here is really freeing itself to come home to this inner being here, the inner girl here within this inner child, that Page of Swords that we clearly have seen. Okay, now let's look at this. This Empress, from this 10 of Swords to this 5 of Pentacles, the true being within you will not be held down anymore because you decided to move in the right direction. Lord, let's finish this. Let's finish this spectrum here. This opposite reflection. Whoa, yeah, kick out that 5 of Pentacles. He says, I don't want it there anymore. It's only blocking my glory. This spectrum here, Lord, let's do this. Let's do the opposite reflection of when the inner girl and the inner empress itself can be set free here and within the heart, that 5 of Pentacles. Let's do that here, Lord. When that anxiety is free and the stability to come in and settle and bring peace to your borders, really. Let's see. The Magician in the negative. You are joking me, Lord. Oh my God, honey. This is exactly how it would work, because we already called out the Magician and the Divine Feminine, right, within that High Priestess. But what's already future projected is that Empress way off in the beginning, way off in the future at the same time, only to fuel you in the right direction. Look at how far out he has to work for you, but you only presently see it right here. That Magician. This is one circle and one. And look at Jesus already had to find his bridegroom to continue moving you on within that emperor energy. And now here comes this absolute ability to move forward, to not let these negative manipulative energies being held within you hold you down anymore, because it will be set free. And this Magician will go up into the negative, up into the positive. And once that Magician goes up into the positive, what's on the back? That High Priestess. It has to be there though from the Empress first. There's so much good here that you are hiding yourself from because you're trying to control everything. Let's see the bottom of the deck. Yeah. The Star. Oh my God. I love this so much. This is your being. This is your energy within the sun and the moon. If you have not read the Eat the Word reading this morning, please do so, because this just makes me think about that. I love this so much. The Star is there. Now the Star is 17. It's the inner children meeting together. In Psalm 119, it goes back to the Zadi. It's the fish hook, because the Lord is going to come down and divide your inner spirit from the flesh itself, the tower, the flesh scientific test tube here that's blocking your true inner fish from moving in the right direction. That temperance energy really, really needs to come in. Now that 17 is there. That's going to go back up. It's one division of 8. 8 is that strength, which also was reflected in Eat the Word. So I love that so much. The Magician to the Star here. That Magician is the masculine energy, and it's being reflected there. But then on the backside of that is that inner girl, which is going to be reflected back here. So look at how far he's working out just to have you be born anew, to be able to have this great quality of life, to be able to love yourself truly and be holy just like him on earth. Let's do one more bottom of the deck. Princess of Pentacles. See, look at exactly. This Empress is already working enough, because the Empress has to do it first before the Emperor, right? Well, this Empress is here in this Page of Pentacles, this inner girl, this Princess of Pentacles, for all your potential energy here. And this is going to be 11 from 5 here, that 6 of Pentacles. When you are allowing your inner girl to come in, it's going to give you that equal give and take that you've always wanted on the inside. And that is that temperament that being reconfigured, that temperance energy, the water to meet land. The dove, the innocent of the dove will come in. Your rainbow will be a sign of the covenant. And your rainbow, honey, is just your chakras. And we've been talking about that. When you can unlock your heart, the communication to your throat is going to come in, because that's that Gemini Magician energy right there, to your third eye. And you're going to be able to see clearly and know it all, which is why your inner children have all that potential already saved for you to bring that crown in and out. I love that so much. And once it's there, it's going to stay there. One more. 3 of Cups in the negative. 3 of Cups in the negative. Well, that 3 of Threes is right here. That 3 of Threes is right here. Your heart is holding on to a third-party situation. And this third-party situation, honey, can just be these traumas, these fear, these burdens. It could be someone. It could be someone in their actions. It is not of your control. Just holding on to it is making you lose control at what you can fully gain here. At what you can fully gain here. Last card. The Devil. They are controlling you in your own celebrations of life within your threes and your Empress energy. And as this Devil can control your Empress, he's controlling your Magician energy. He is manipulating you down like a snake in a basket instead of allowing you to be set free, because the power of love, the power of God will always win, and you'll be able to move on in the right direction. The High Priestess is in between here. It's just hidden. We can't see it. That Emperor is on the backside of here, and this is you and your 5. Your Hierophant energy overall. There's 10 extra there that you don't need. 5 to 15 is that extra 10 swords, and that is exactly what the Devil gives you. this anxiety, this fear. And you're pretty much saying, and when you don't want to allow yourself to break free from it, okay, Satan, continue to give me anxiety. And Satan is getting off on it. But look at everything that you have to gain, sweetheart. 6 of Pentacles. You are joking me, Lord. We talked about that 6 of Pentacles, sweetheart. He is taking over your whole entire potential. And it's time for you to say, you know what? Hell lost another one. I am free. 10 of Wands on the backside of that 10 of Swords. We already called that out. We've already seen that. He is continuing to oppress you. 2 of Wands, but there's a new start. There would have to be a new start because that 2 was here with this Magician and this Fool. This new spiritual start. I love it so much. Lord, thank you so much for making yourself so present. We're going to wrap this up with a love and light message. You allow yourself to be free. 40 days and 40 nights as you build your vessel and your ark, as you are allowing yourself and your true stability to come in, to cleanse your flood, to find balance on land and water, and to be able to restore the faith of your tower. I love it so much, Lord. Let's wrap this up with a love and light message. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you, and I see your potential. And if the magic isn't here, I don't know how you can even think that this is not what's meant for you, honey. Allow this to come in. You can be set free as soon as you decide, I'm going to be set free. Lord, love and light message here for our friend. Let's see here. Focus on your blessings. Before I read the scripture, look at that beautiful photo. We talked about land and water. It's there. Look at God. I see you in the clouds. I see you in that sky. That blue energy of truth, that throat chakra opening up, being set free from that heart chakra right there. And look at, here's the leftover violet, that third eye. Here's this crown, only to represent the leftover solar plexus chakra energy from the other side of the portal. And look at what you're letting go. The embers, the wands, the fear, the flames, the intoxicating energy. You're ready to surrender and set it free so you can focus on the blessings that are clearly coming for you. Stability, peace, the power of love, and the power of God. 2 Corinthians 9:11. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. I love it. And I love you. God loves you more than me. Wounds into light.